And here we are again. Amazing Wes Brown. And we're doing this Argonian challenge thing again. Oh my god. Yep. I decided to skip the whole early thing and just go right to the meat. Showing that we're on legendary here. And we're ready for our cowardice, our life of cowardice, and letting other people do our boxing for us. So we're gonna start. Oh, they saw me, but fortunately they're on rail off, so that means so this is like, you can be a little brave in the beginning because the game doesn't immediately try to kill you until later. But I'm going to be doing this a whole different way than the way that other people are doing it. Namely, Major Slack. Obviously, always been a big inspiration over here for what we're doing. Alright, here we come. Where'd she go? There she is. Suplex! Alright. That's what it's all about. The kill shots. Alright, so one thing that I'm doing a little bit differently, I'm doing the same rules as the Slack one, except for I don't think I'm doing anything different in terms of rules. The only thing that I'm doing differently is my approach, and not really trying to break the game economically or with training or anything like that. I don't really but I am going to be doing later on some old fashioned training, but not of the beating up a dummy sort, just of the leveling magic sort, because I'm going primarily now. Obviously, the ability to do damage with magic being freakishly nerfed. However, there are some enemies that we can damage on a same scale as a destruction magic, and that would be proving that restoration is a perfectly good school of magic. So and those are obviously, with restoration we can hurt the undead and the Draugr and things like that, which is gonna let us do stuff that's gonna open up the dragon-born powers. And from there, I've got so many plans. I don't want to give them away. This is just anticipation for the game to come. Of course, here I'm just kind of letting them beat up people until they get low, and then I come in and do the death blows. That's what I like to do. Alright. Oy vey. So, I think that they've got him wrapped up, but he's coming back with a vengeance. So, he must get suplexed. Alright. So, the thing that I wanted to say about doing things differently is that I'm not going to spend... This is a good example here. I didn't force you guys to watch me pick every lock, right? Because I'm gonna pick every lock because I got lock picking, right? But do you really want to see me do every single lock and loot everybody? I want to make these videos short enough so that people can like actually watch them, and I like kind of focus on the action, I guess is what I'm saying. I'm gonna and not gonna be doing a whole lot of futzing around with loot and trading and all of that stuff. If I do, and I'm also gonna be, if I'm sitting in doing a bunch of like casting for levels, you know, I'm not going to like make you watch me do every single level like that. I'm just gonna sort of like speed it up and use the power of video editing to make it less painful to watch this shit. I'm sorry. This amazing game. So here we go. As you can see, I'm still relying on the Stormcloak allies as to run interference for me, and you know, the thing about Slack's thing is it's to be able to single-handedly deal with dragons and stuff like that. And now I'm not going to be having any formal companions. However, I do have some plans on like maybe bending the rules a little bit, like not breaking them, but like you know, you like I'm not gonna be like abusing like the ability to buy and sell in the same way as, so in lieu of that, I'm going to be doing some stuff differently. I just put it at that. You guys will figure it out probably, I think, by like episode 3 or so. I've already got 5 episodes done in the terms of editing. I just haven't done the voiceovers yet, which is what I'm doing right now as I'm watching this so many done part of the game here. The opening salvo. So I'm gonna be speeding up the editing a little bit here and there, like, but I'm gonna keep it in a very close continuity. There's not gonna be any, you know, big time. I mean, like, there's gonna be some time jumps, but it's going to be like having to deal with like casting a spell for like way too long, then waiting you know, for an hour to get my magic back and all of that wonderful stuff. So here we go. Too many eyes. Wow. And this, I have no idea why I'm not hitting these guys. Eventually I start doing it, but to me it looks like I'm like right up in their body, and but you know, my main I guess strategy is to try to stay in the blind spot of the enemies while I punchify them, which is you know, has some weaknesses. Here I decide to just go for a sneaky attempt, which, you know, there's, I guess, one test run that I did. I started out just leveling sneak on Rayloff, but you know, that wouldn't be in the spirit of the challenge, so I ditched that run. and start it over again, which is why I had a save game at the beginning of the fort instead of doing the whole thing over again. Carriage ride and all. Yes, I don't do the carriage ride anymore. I do have one saved game like right at the prisoner block, and then obviously here I had the saved game from the old run, and I didn't do this, but the idea in that one was to level 10 before I get out, so that I can immediately start doing some stuff that I want to do. But I decided, nah, that's a little bit cheater face. So here is the first point where I start to go like in a different direction from the other cats that I've seen do this run. And what I'm traveling in the opposite direction of Riverwood, and the first place that I'm going is this little cave camp over here. Now, my goal here is to rob these dudes and run away like a thieving Argonian. So that's what we're going to do here. And it works out rather well, I have to say. No spoiler alert. Now, here's another point that I want to make clear is, number one, I thought I had finished playing Skyrim in any sort of capacity. I'd removed it from my hard drive. I 100% of this game twice, and there was just really I had no idea that I would ever come back to play it again. But so there we go. I get one arrow, but I get away. He didn't get my knee, so that means that I have the ability to run away. You can see Bleak Falls Barrow over or is that no, is that Dragon Reach? I can't tell. Anyway, here we go. Now this is one thing that I want to sort of like, you're going to see a lot of this kind of stuff from me, which is I'm going to be using the terrain and the AI features to help with this, so that I don't, you go along the main paths. There's a lot of planned surprises along the main roads and public thoroughfares. But I have some perches, some places I like to go. You can see the camp there. And then we jam over here. And we're going to the first spot that I always like to go to for my first free magical doohickey, which, everybody eventually makes it over here to the Shrine of Talos, but, this after the robbing the bandits, this was the next area of interest. So we get us some hide boots of minor sneaking. Now, this is the exception to the whole looting thing, is that if I get something cool like that, I'm obviously going to show that. But if there's just like a bunch of dead bodies and I go through them and I pull all of their hide armor and garbage like that, I'm probably just going to zip through that. So here we're getting to the next place, or the next place that I want to go. And that place is, instead of going to the vanilla guardian stones, I decided, you know what? I'm going to go hit the lady stone. And so that's going to be my first, I guess. Oh, and we got some wolves and a wolf in the water. Alright, so I decided to take this battle. Now, I have been playing the game on, like, basically hardcore survival mode, permadeath, like, and even though I'm not really doing this run as a permadeath run, I'm playing it like I'm trying to not die. You understand? Like, I am trying to not die. I don't know if you can tell that I'm trying to not die here, but I'm trying to not die. Even though if I do die, I'm not gonna like restart the run or anything stupid like that. But I just want to do it as close to permadeath as lizardly possible, without actually committing to the permadeath. So then I get the idea here. Okay, try not to die. So what do? I enrage a conjurer who's over at this spot. Now, this is really a tactic because the wolves chasing me are going to be dealing with the conjurer or vice versa, as you will see here. Now, actually, what they're dealing with is the conjurer's spirit animal there, dealt with. I'm up in the rocks, and here we go. We get to see the battle royale. Alright, another wolf comes in. A skeever comes out of nowhere. He's like, I want some of that. Give me some of that. But no, the conjurer is too strong. This wolf runs away, but then decides, nope, I'm going to go get toasted. The skeever puts in some punches, and now the conjurer is hurt and looking for my blood, but they're hurt enough I can actually get in here and give them the business. Oh, but my kill shot is denied. Kill shot denied. Oh, yeah. Worthless. Alright, already have that. Start with that. Moving on. Restoration. Woohoo! I'm almost level 2. So, now, the next part of this, I'm going to be once again traveling high in the Rockies. And my next destination, I don't want to give it away, but I guess eventually you're gonna figure out where I'm going here. It ain't Riverwood though. It sure as heck ain't Riverwood. Riverwood can kiss my lizard tail for right now. Yeah, so I'm hearing some wolves. I'm hearing some howlies, and so I'm getting a little scared. Oh yeah, and then I remember. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to be heading to the Lady Stone. I already told you that, so it's not a big surprise anymore. Oh, I already gave it away. Now here's another thing. Argonians can breathe underwater, and they're quite good swimmers. And so, you know. This is a fun time. I hear a ruckus over here. I see 2 magic users and some random chode, and I leave them to their death, because that is no doubt what's about to happen. So, sorry, I'm swimming. We're getting out of here. And as you can see, I'm quickly approaching the stone. You can see it off in the distance there. Beautiful sunset. It's almost like, well, you know, when I think about it, Lady Mara. If this is the Lady Stone, then maybe this is has to do with Mara. But health and stamina regen is 50% better, I think, or something like that. So now, as you can see, I'm heading to Falkreath, and I'm going to head there in the safest way I know how. I'm also going to be opening, like, part of this first part of this run, like, even the fact that I'm going to Falkreath right now. Now here, I couldn't remember if there was, like, I knew there was meat in here. I was, like, couldn't remember if there was, like, some kind of monster in there, like a saber cat or something. I know there's one that's like a trap like that. And I think I actually find it on the way to Falkreath here, if I'm not mistaken. Going back and watching this stuff and trying to comment on it, it's pretty surreal. Alright, and if you love surrealism and you don't mind terrible YouTube videos, then maybe you should like or subscribe to this channel, because, you know, I'm pretty bad at all of this stuff, but if people like me and subscribe to me, then maybe I'll get better. Who knows? Oh, that's gonna be terrible. Okay. So I'm just making sure here that I'm going the right way. I think this video I did not do a lot of editing. Like, this is being the first one, I just kind of like let it ride a whole lot more. Later on, I got self-conscious about how long these videos would be if I just left everything in. And I said, no, I want to make something that people might actually have time to watch. I want to make it maybe a little bit more than 15 minutes for the, watch time, but maybe like less than half an hour, so that it's more like a show that you would watch like normally, and not like some hour long or 2 hour long or 14 hour long or whatever. So here we go. I'm skipping some so I just came to Falkreath. Now, most people might think that I'm coming here to do some of the easy fetch quests, which I probably should have done, but I'm a man on a mission, and I came to Falkreath simply because I want to make it easy to get here later on when it matters for me to be here. At the moment, it doesn't really matter for me to be here. So I decide to come into this place here, the Gray Pine Goods, and sell everything that I picked up in Helgen and on the way here. And I think is this the end of the video? Yeah, I think this is the end of the video. Alright, so stay tuned for the next one.